How was Timberline?
Was good fun. I rode like shit but made it through the weekend in one piece.
So Quiche went with you?
You know Dad. I had to bring his monkey ass along cause I no like drive up there.
I heard was raining up at Timbers when you guys got there.
Yeah. I was like no frickin' ways stay raining. I had to assemble my bike in the rain and all Quiche did was park his ass in the van. He never helped me do shit. I told him to at least help me pump up the tires. He never like come out of the van like he was going melt from the rain.
So you had practice?
You know Dad. Britt showed up and he walked up to the 30-foot double. He said the mud was packing up and the ground didn't look too riddable. But after I had finished put together my bike the ground was pretty tacky. I never like go up there for nothing so we pushed up to the ladders and whip comp table.
So you had session the ladders and table?
You know Dad. My main reason for coming up is hucking shit and entering the whip comp cause I suck at the races cause I no can practice the course that much. I usually only get one practice run then I gotta race so there's no way I can make a full run at 100% speed. My name not Puna Gallardo and I cannot adapt to a race course after one lap or run.
Lucky the race is not at Rim Trail.
If the races was at Rim Trail I would destroy the field like as how. I could ride the trail blindfolded. I know all the fast lines everywhere. I know where all the low spots on the jumps are so I can stay low. I know exactly where all my braking points are. I know exactly where to drift a turn to set me up for the next one. I can ride the trail on the edge. I would like to see how I would do if we had races on my home turf. The competition had only one practice run then they got a race.
Yeah, but the races are not at Rim Trail so stop bitching like a little baby.
K-Rack. Easy adapters. I know see you riding your Juliana at Timbers so zip it bitch.
Whatever's champ. So anyway I heard Brett was busting backflips on the table.
You know Dad. The bugger nuts. That table is hard enough just to jump regular and the bugger was busting backflips like nobody's business. Quiche took some pics and posted them on FB. I just sessioned the mini drop and table so I was comfortable throwing whips off of it. To set up for the landing you had to whip right which is my weak side so I practiced as much as I could. I was confident by the end of the session. Was super windy and nobody wanted to hit the 30-footer. The caution tape was blowing like nobody's business. Jason and Wright was rolling into it and showing me the speed cause had one new run-in with one new ladder drop into it. I did a couple roll-ins and figured I had to hit it before race day. Quiche said I was nuts but I had hawked the thing like as how in the wind. I overshot the landing by like 5 feet but my Trek session idiot a BP suspension soaked it up like how I would soak one blonde.
Karak. You is one nuts motherfucker. What you guys did that night?
We had go eat zippies then went Club 939. Had some not bad blonde bitches in there. I took 1 or 2 shots of Crown. I not sure how much I took. Quiche was feeding dollars and buying drinks to one Asian crap that made me wanna puke.
I thought he was into howler bitches now.
You know Dad. He just into this one howler bitch but she not blonde. He stay by her all kind stuff from Victoria's Secret. I think he love her.
Karak. That's nuts. So how was race day?
I got up early and woke Keisha's ass up. We had go eat like. Then Jason told us to meet him at the storage. He was late as usual. Valuable minutes were ticking away. The time I could have been using to practice. Finally he rolled out of the storage. I was like Jesus Christmas it's about time. When we got to Timbers I signed up with Alana and pushed up to the bunker. Right when I got to the top had like 250 million little kids hiking. Was one Cub Scout group or something. I was like K-Rack how the hell I going make one practice run now? We had wait about half an hour then Eric had drop in. I had follow him so if he had bang one kid I could just bunny hop over
I pow. How was your practice run?
Was kind of shitty. I was struggling in the top section and the off-camber was tricky. The only place I felt comfortable was over the 30-footer and the ladder gaps. If the race was all jumps, gaps, and drops I think I would do alright.
How was your race run?
Junk. I wasn't feeling it. I was taking all the bad lines and was struggling just to stay on 2 wheels. I was almost coming to a stop in some sections. Was the worst I ever rode up there. Once again the only place I felt at home was over the double and the ladder gaps. I just wanted to get the run over with cause I knew was shitty. Almost everyone in the pro class crashed or had some kind of mistake and still destroyed my time.
As OK drama queen, I heard you had sorta redeemed yourself in the whip competition.
You know that. As what I was waiting for all day. Had quite a few guys signed up. Sesums was going big as usual and Ron C was Mr. Spectacular. Eric was throwing some smooth moto whips too. He was going sideways off the lip like you should, so his whips looked really nice.
I heard Kendall had throw one backflip.
Yeah. I saw him with the eye of the tiger while he was waiting on the drop-in. I was wondering why he looked so serious just to throw a whip. Right then he dropped in and let her flip. The crowd went nuts. I was impressed. The bugger crazy.
I also heard Ron C went super huge.
You know that. The bugger had throw one huge whip and when he landed he went straight into some trees. He flew over the steering wheel and even his helmet came off. That scared the hell out of everyone. I walked over to see if he was alright and he got up. He was a little banged up but okay.
Thank goodness. He cannot go to Whistler injured. So who is on the whip comp podium?
After the final runs had one huge tie so we had to have a whip off. One jump only. In the end it was Sesums on the top of the box, Ron C second and me third. Was good fun.
Sounds like a fun day. What you guys did after?
We had go eat Korean barbecue with Jason and Libby. I told Jason to come new with us that night but he was making all kind excuses like he gotta work the next day and this and that. Normal characteristics for that fucker cause he kind of unstable. He did finish second in his class so I guess he has some skills.
Nothing like you though.
No frickin' ways brother. He cannot achieve my level of skill by hucking curbs on the sidewalk and expect to out-huck the champ.
Karak. So how was Femnu?
Not bad. The only thing was that the hottest blonde bitch there was one of the hostesses so I had ordered some shots from her. After 3 I was a little bit buzzing so I had stop. I never get drunk like Maui.
Sounds like fun. What you guys did on Monday?
We had go eat breakfast in the floating restaurant then I had to pack up my bike. Keish had come but had go sleep in the van as usual so I had to pack the bike by myself. I was playing music on my iPhone loud so he had closed the sliding door on the van. I had all my tools in there so I had to get and put on the ground. After that we went Ala Moana.
I seen on FB that Keish had post one pic of you carrying one pink Victoria's Secret bag.
You know that but he ended up carrying one too cause he had buy stuff for his Caucasian GF. Was funny watching him buy stuff in there. Was nothing like watching him buy bike parts. He looked all disoriented and confused. When he go to one bike shop he go straight to the display case with stems and steering wheels.
Karak. How was Cycle City?
Good. Had two 2012 Kawasaki KX250s in there. I had sent one pic to Puna. He told me we go half-half. I was looking around and found Marcy. She gave Keish and me a tour upstairs. Was like one museum up there with all kind old bikes and stuff. Was pretty cool. That was the cap of a pretty fun weekend.
Cool. What's next?
Whistler Bike Park in August. Cannot wait for that. Gonna be the trip of a lifetime.
Sweet. That's gonna be awesome.
You know that.